between the Seattle Seahawks and the Detroit Lions. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will go as...
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 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 I hope y'all can nest double E, cause I need your eyes on me. 'Cause once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Can I make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. Yeah, you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped and no, I'm not free.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Tonight we close out Week 7 with a good Monday night matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and the Detroit Lions. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. The middle they run, it's Walker, and he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going, runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
First down, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Lions are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. The Lions at 500 and 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Evil, 19 tight, 19 tight. Check mash.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 11. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His first catch, good for 14 there, and a first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Now to the ground, here's Walker. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. We're scoreless after 1. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Now back to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now they'll throw here. Out of the gun. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. Well, for almost 8 years, 64 stood as the NFL record for the longest field goal. That has since been eclipsed. It's now 66, but still 64-yarder. Pretty impressive, CD.
Absolutely agree with that, because if you drill a 60-yarder in an NFL game, you've got a lot to be proud of, record or no record. And only a handful of guys can even attempt it. Excellent job there, putting that one through the pipes.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so. You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jalen Smith.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Returnable for Lockett. All told, that a 55-yard punt with a net of 40 after the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Complete to number 17. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
2nd and 4. They'll look to throw again. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's caught, Lockett. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up second down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. 2nd and 6. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on 3rd and goal. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
This is really impressive because when the offenses are running RPOs, things move very quickly. Fake, ball's out of his hands, and they're trying to hit him in the gaps downfield. And instead, the defender reacts so well that he makes a play on it, and the ball falls incomplete.
They go for it on 4th and goal, but that lines up incomplete. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the...
There he goes, right side. He's at the 40. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking for Tunyon on the crosser, and he's got it complete. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the 1st half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Could we get a touchdown in this 1st half after all? It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
19.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will tie us at 3-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it up, and the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. 1 second, all that remains. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. He'll look to throw. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football open to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And a short gain down to about the 33. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
He'll find Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yes.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Throw out wide to Walker. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw again. He's got his tight end Fant. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Lions will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
It certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Okay,
The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On play action, they'll throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little top pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
2nd and 11 now. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. This is caught. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Walker will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, I think we both got to thinking the team that scores the first TD may be the one to win this football game, and here we go. Our first touchdown, and it comes in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and it's a testament that both of these defenses were able to hold the line this long, but now, on the other side of the field, they've got to be thinking if they got it done, we should be able to punch one in ourselves.
And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is going to be intercepted.
Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
19 Tiger.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
Down to the 22-yard line.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Here's a give up the middle. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Open man right side is St. Brown. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Second and 10 now from the 27. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They try to take a shot there on second down, and that leaves them because of the incompletion. A very tricky 3rd and 10.
And with a time situation, you would expect them to try and get it all in this one play, but there's still enough time that if you can take something shorter, gain some yardage, make it a more manageable 4th down if you need to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor, and it's a 1st down. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Back to throw. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it. As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Back to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 34-yard line. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 17-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. But he used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
They'll look to throw again. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Let's go now. 50-50.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, it took us until the final